Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem R'chakodash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say peace and blessings to all for elect out there in this word, in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Iwalam from the GMS West Palm Beach Camp. And I just want to go through this lesson, through the spirit, this title as well as the picture you see before you, inspired this lesson through the spirit, because it's very spiritual. You see the clock right there, all right, you see the destruction, you see the American flag, all right, and then you see, a human being right there, standing right there, and through the spirit, that just led me, to put this lesson together, in part of showing you how America is on borrowed time, and our time is almost up, hence the clock right there, And the first scripture that I really want to start with, I'm going to bring 2nd Ezra 6 out, but I really want to start with the book of Isaiah chapter 13 and all the way down. And verse 19 says, "In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." All right, and the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah by fire. And that's what you see right here. You see fire. All right, you see, ultimately what this represents is the nuclear destruction. Okay, so that's another way that you can link our America to being the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, it says verse 20, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there." All right, because it's going to be a wilderness. All right, America will never be inhabited by, any human beings anymore. It's pretty much what it's saying, because you know how people will find a new part of land and they'll scope it out and come to the conclusion that this would be a good place to make our home, to make our abode. All right, but the way Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai is going to destroy Babylon the Great, it ain't going to be no point in making it your home, man, because it's going to be, totally polluted. All right, nuclear destruction, that nuclear fallout, all right, it's going to make this land, uninhabitable. All right, but it will be a home to, these different desert creatures. It will be a home to these different, scavengers. All right, and that's what you also see, right? You see, this land right here is a total waste. All right, you just see rocks and rubble, So, these people know in spirit that Babylon the Great, really has really not much time left, but their hope is that somehow they can fix it, somehow that, we can get things back in order. But it's really, too late for that. There's really nothing that you can do, all right, because prophecy is going to prevail over everything, man. Okay, verse 21 says, "But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there." All right, just like I made the point, different, unclean animals are going to live here in Babylon the Great. All right, verse 22 says, "And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged." You see, and that key word right there, prolong, is what I want to get to, because as you see the clock right there, it's like the clock is ticking on Babylon the Great. This place is not going to be prolonged anymore. She's on her way out, and we see different, factors leading up to, the final hour of Babylon the Great. You got the inflation going on, you got the migrant crisis going on, you got war going on around the world. All right, really, what's holding back the destruction ultimately is the elect to be sealed, but also the MOTB has to be made mandatory, for things to speed up. Okay, but this is a video, not much of an article, right? But if you I could put this in the description box, and if anybody want to watch it, and I'll probably take a look at it. Like I said, I was more inspired to do the lesson through the title and the picture alone, but Lord, I can watch the video. It was published 2 months ago, but it's still relevant to our time. So now dealing with the title, it says, "What will future historians say led the U.S. empire to its final destruction? Now, these people, they have their reasonings to what led to the downfall of the U.S., but we having a true understanding, we know what led Babylon the Great to its destruction. Ultimately, it's wickedness, right? And we got plenty of scriptures to go into what led Babylon the Great America, all right, into, its destruction. And there will be no historians or no Edomite historians in the future to say anything, because they're going to all be in captivity. And after their captivity, they're going to be done away with, But Babylon the Great will be a memorial of of the judgment for wickedness, man. All right. Let's go to Revelation, the 18th chapter. And like I said, there are plenty of scriptures to go into, why Babylon the Great America will be destroyed. All right. And if these people were to go, hundreds of years again, let's say they were to go hundreds of years, all right, to the point where they can speak on or show their opinion on why America fell, they'll still give it according to what they thought it was, according to their scientific studies. All right, they're not going to do it according to the scriptures, right? So this is Revelation 18 and verse 1. It says, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication." Right? All nations took part in her ways, her philosophies. That's why you go to any other nation, you see a McDonald's, all right, among them. All right, you see, skyscrapers in these other nations. Why? Because they patterned themselves after America. She's laid with these different nations. All right, they're accepting, sodomy. It says, "And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And this is when the Lord calls the elect up into the chariots. Because as the missiles come down, the Lord is going to deliver his elect from the destruction." All right. That scripture right there, verse 4, lines up with Isaiah 26 and 10, where it says to hide thyself for a moment until the indignation of the Lord be overpassed. Right. So it says, verse 5, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities." Right. Babylon the Great has sins going back to, since Esau set foot on this place, man. All right. The slaughtering of the Lord's people. First and foremost, you shed the blood of the Israelites on this land, man, for that. So that alone, calls for destruction of Babylon the Great. Let me see. This is the part that I wanted to get out of here. Right here. Revelation 18 and verse 23. It says, "And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived." Right? The witchcraft that Babylon the Great, spread it throughout the whole earth. Verse 24 says, "And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth." You see, so like I made mention earlier, for the shedding of the blood of the Lord's people alone, Babylon the Great got to be destroyed. It's a lot of wickedness that's been done in Babylon that we know of and don't know of, but Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai knows. And this is why this place is going to be destroyed. What will future historians say led the U.S. empire to its final destruction? Once again, future historians, they're not going to say according to the scriptures what led to this. They'll probably say something like inflation, or they'll probably say something like a civil war led to the downfall of this civilization. Now, but we're going to tell you through the scriptures that its wickedness led to its downfall. All right, that the boasting, the pride against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because that's how every king fell. Every king fell when they got proud against the Lord, man. The Lord bugged Nebuchadnezzar out for what? For boasting against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. The Lord bugged, Sennacherib out. It's like the Lord took Sennacherib out for speaking proudly against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And who else? Antiochus. The Lord killed him. He waxed proud against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, who else? The Roman Empire. Of course, we know the Roman Empire. The Lord took that out. That was the empire. Esau at his height. During that time. And them devils by default, they're proud against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so they fell. So Babylon the Great is no different from these ancient empires. Babylon is going to fall, but it's going to fall harder than any kingdom has ever fall. And there's going to be a statement that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to make in the earth. Or these heathen nations, they're going to see Babylon fall, and they're going to get in order. They're going to get in line. All right? Because just like Yahweh Shem Yahushua, destroyed Pharaoh and his army and magnified his name, the Lord's going to destroy Esau, or the so-called white man, and his army, and he's going to magnify his name forever, man. All right, these nations, because right now, like the scripture says, it says, who will make war with the beast? All right? Who can make war with the beast? So pretty much these nations, they're powerless against Esau and his blessing, the sword. All right, Esau's the top heathen because of his blessing. So therefore, any nation that rises up against them, they fall immediately because it's not for them to do so. But when Yahweh shall return and destroy Esau and his kingdom, that's going to magnify the names. All right. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Pretty much Ezra is asking, when is going to be the end of this age? All right. Because when you go to Daniel the 7th chapter, you got 4 beasts, which represents 4 rulerships that Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave power to. And the 4 kingdoms, if you understand what I'm saying. And after that, after the 4th beast is when Yahushua will set his kingdom up on the earth. All right. And Salakia, let me word that better. You have the 4th beast, and then you have the little horn, which is Babylon the Great. So Salakia, I should have made mention of that. You have the 4th beast, and then you have the little horn. That little horn being America, Babylon the Great. All right. So this little horn, Babylon, all right, that's the end of Esau's kingdom. All right. And what follows next is the kingdom of Yahushua. All right. Along with Israel. Verse 8 says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay. So the Edomites, they're the end of the world, and we're witnessing their world fall right now. All right. And as this world fall right now, our world is being built. As this word continue to go out, be preached, and it starts with the elect. The elect is being built. What Yahushua said, he said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. All right, so the elect is being built. The kingdom of heaven is being built. And when Yahushua return, he's going to establish that kingdom on this earth forever, man. All right. So going back to, this picture and this title, it says, What will future historians say led the U.S. empire to its final destruction? All right. Once again, they'll probably say something like inflation, corruption. They'll probably say something like this migrant crisis, whatever these people think, in their minds that's leading to Babylon's downfall. But what we say as the believers in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, what we say is, the wickedness of this place is what led them down. All right. Because the wicked kingdom is unacceptable to the Lord, and that's why the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of Yahushua, via Israel, it's like the kingdom of Yahushua and Israel is going to be an everlasting kingdom because it's going to be a righteous kingdom. It's not going to be ruled in wickedness. All right. So therefore, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be pleased with that righteous kingdom. Therefore, he's not going to have a want to destroy it, So that's pretty much the point. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those of you that watched. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.